All right, welcome back and thank you for staying with us. We'll be diving right into our discussion segment. And this morning, our focus is on Kogi State and the unfolding controversy around Senator Natasha Abdulaziz and her place in the National Assembly. To recall, Natasha made history in February 2023 when she won the Kogi Central Senatorial seat under the PDP, defeating the APC's Abubakar Ohere. After a tense legal battle, her victory was upheld by the Court of Appeal, making her the first woman to represent the district at the Senate. For many in Kogi Central, her victory was more than a political milestone. It was a symbol of hope, particularly for women and young people who saw in her emergence a chance for greater inclusion, fairness, and a break from politics of exclusion and violence that have long shaped the area. But her journey has not been without turbulence. In recent weeks, the Senate has been divided over her role and decisions, with debates raising questions about gender, power, and the independence of Nigeria's legislature. The Chamber's latest decision concerning her seat has only deepened public interest, leaving many to wonder what this means for democracy in Kogi and the people she represents. To help us unpack the issues and their wider implications, we are joined by Alhaji Abdulaziz Mamman, spokesman of the Say No to Violence in Ebiraland Initiative, a respected public affairs commentator, and importantly, a son of Kogi Central, Natasha's own constituency. He brings both political insight and a community perspective to this crucial conversation. You're welcome to Daybreak this morning. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Good morning, the viewers, listeners across the globe.
Good morning. Good morning. All right, so far we've seen that Senator Natasha was meant to complete her, suspension and be back at the Senate by, should I say, the end of this month. And there's been a response by the Senate that she's not to return until there's a verdict from the court. But do you believe that all of this back and forth is going because of her position as a woman, first of all, and, due to the fact that there were some allegations that were thrown to, the Senate president as well?
Once again, good morning, Nigerians. What's happening in the National Assembly today is pathetic. It is saddening that one man, the distinguished Senator Godwin Akpabio, has demonstrated an irrevocable commitment to sabotaging the Nigerian representative democracy that guarantee or allows each constituency or senatorial district to have a representative in the National Assembly. The issue between her and distinguished Senator Natasha Abdulaziz perhaps look personal, that has been institutionalized using the institution of government to promote, to prosecute, to persecute a personal disagreement. Even the court said it, that you do not, though the Senate has the right to punish a member they found disorderly, according to the court. But excessive punishment is punishing, depriving, restricting, limiting the senatorial district such member is representing or is representing. Whatever the rules that govern the National Assembly, their in rules, is subjudized to 1999 constitutions that allow 109 senatorial districts across the Nigerian Federal Republic, one representative. Akpabio was voted in same day Senator Natasha was voted in. So the idea of you suspended her, even ab initio, is something that is utopia to representative democracy. For 6 months. But as a people, it affects us vehemently. Even though the senator in question, the single senator Natasha, is trying her best to say that this my personal confrontation or my personal belief against what is wrong has brought me suspension. You, my senatorial district, I'll do everything, I'll put everything I have in place to ensure that what you require from me in terms of representation, I will ensure that those things are still being given to you. Over the 6 months, she comes home virtually every month. She empowers a lot of people. She tries to use her personal contact to engage people, both public and private sectors. In fact, as we speak, I think she left Kogi Central day before yesterday. So, despite they are trying her on this one, so many things. But in all of this, what does it connote for Nigerian democracy? What does it portend for Nigerian image in the international community? Across the globe, how does he set us on a path of positivity in the eyes of growing female children? Negative. You are trying to frighten. You are trying to reduce the potentials of our guest child. In the National Assembly, that is less below 35% affirmation of women inclusivity in governance process. The one we have, we are deploying all manner of resources where to fight against individual representing one senatorial district. You can imagine all the resources that have been distributed on this matter is enough to either create more jobs. How does suspending Senator Natasha reduce inflation? How does he sort out the issue of bandit? The growing, ever increasing kidnapping stride across the country? How does he increase electricity? How does he take food to the mouth of our common Nigerians? It is pathetic. And more worrisome that this is happening under the person that we thought that is the most exposed president we ever had, who has shown to be an avowed Democrat before now. It is terrible. But as people, as a consequence, we will not allow ourselves to be treated as alien in Nigeria, where we have equal rights as every other. They have treated Kogi Central to be lesser constituents than any other constituency in Nigeria, because this has never happened.
All right, speaking of the constituency, so far she has been absent from the Senate for a couple of months. How has it directly affected, the Kogi Central constituency?
As we speak now, we have been affected. See, Senator Natasha has tried out. She's doing everything to ensure that this does not have direct effect on her people. But that is not enough, because as an individual, you can only do to some certain extent. All the senators that are in the National Assembly right now, who are not suspended, they have informal way of lobbying head of parastatals, ministers, even presidency, to ensure that they articulate the interest of their senatorial districts. What is representative democracy? Interest articulation, aggregation, communication, execution, political education. Those are hallmark of democracy. And once you prevent any attempt to limit any part of this authorized, constitutionally established house, you have it's an attack on the entire senatorial district. Isn't it a common sense? No Nigerian have asked if you write a public statement or you say something against my image and I say it's untrue, I'll take it to court. I'll not resort to self-help. Right? There's no court in Nigeria today where Senator Akpabio have filed a suit against Senator Natasha on the accusation of sexual harassment. No court. What they are all in court is, you are not supposed to be here today. We have been suspended. We have suspended technicalities, or we are. You said I have a plan to assassinate you. Where is the evidence for me to assassinate you? That is, it's not the material basis for all of this. This woman say you want to do this. That is why I don't want to. Why did you say this? Come and prove it.
All right. Excuse me. It's a whole battle, both for, Senator Natasha, the Senate President, the people of, her constituency, and the whole Ibira people now. And you happen to be, the spokesperson for your advocacy group. I really want to find out how far your group has gone in lending their voice into this matter when it comes to fairness.
We have done tremendously well to ensure our voice are being heard. We are part of the people at the National Assembly, even up in when this matter just came up, to say, distinguished Senator Akpabio, please allow this matter to be between two individuals.
Your advocacy group wrote an official letter to him.
As a group.
Okay.
We have, in fact, we have done our best. We have done everything possible. In fact, at a point, they brought distraction on the issue of recall to distract us to the extent that we have to go home and let our people know. At that time they misinformed the people that you come for empowerment, but when you are coming, come with your voters your voters card. Then when you get there, give you a paper to sign, and they say you want to sign for Senator Natasha Putondoa. But at a time, those people realize that what they are doing is manipulation. They chase them away. Because as far as we are concerned, as far as I know, I'm not playing. I'm sincerely, in Kogi State today, Senator Natasha Putondoa is the strongest political figure we have. The strongest we have. Why? Because she has shown to be the most people-oriented. See, today, what people don't understand, even especially the people in the government, position, what the masses want are not really much to get appreciated. What the masses, but because we always have leaders who prioritize personal interests over, or parochial interest over the community interest. So when you are in government, you see a lot of castigation, a lot of... Senator Natasha Akpabio has demonstrated enormous, sincerest, people-oriented representation. You should know she was not declared winner on the election day. She spent 6 months fighting in the court to ensure the people's mandate was given. She eventually got it. Right from when she got it, she hit the ball running. As we speak, Kogi Central, under her leadership, have gotten so many job opportunity. Senator Natasha is not somebody you go and meet and think you want to go and bring her, watch her and say, give me 100,000. Give me 200,000. You have a personal problem with her. You have an issue with her. She may not even take your call again. So you may end up to say, yeah, she's very arrogant. But once you see a people-driving project that is about the people, that has to do with much empowerment. She's not like people who you go home and share 5,000, 10,000 naira, what do I call it, wrapper, and say it's empowerment too. I'm talking about real empowerment. Less than 5 weeks ago, she distributed a drone, more than 20 drones, robotic security, artificial intelligence. So Natasha is thinking about future generation, not even today. No, she's still under suspension. She brought in professionals to teach our people on arc welding, so you can work on oil and gas firm, even without BSc or MSc. As a professional, as a safety officer, health safety and environment, under suspension. But we are thinking, even though she's not crying to us individually, but we are feeling it for her, that there's if a woman who is under limitation, under suspension, is doing all of this, I can tell you if Natasha is given or allowed to run through her tenure without any wahala, I don't think Kogi Central will ever even let her go. All right. She has taken this Senate to the level. Today, Ododo is paying salary. Ododo is trying to do, because she knows there's Natasha there. That our people believe in Natasha than him. Because Natasha sees less and do more.
All right, let's talk about, the back and forth that has been going on. Do you believe that legislative bodies should adopt independent mechanisms to, investigate harassment claims, just like, those claims that have been done? And what safeguards do you think are necessary to protect elected officials from politically motivated disciplinary actions? Yes,
it's one of the recommendations of many analysts, right? In Nigerian legal system, there's what we call a nemo judicium in cassasua, right? You cannot be a judge in your own case. There is an accusation. He who alleged must prove right. I accuse you of something. Common sense, or even the level ones, okay, stay aside. Or better still, even if you don't want to go, there should be a third arm. Because in every story, it's three sides. What I said, what you say, and perhaps what is the truth. So independent, I think there have been. I read in some paper some time ago when there was a presidential committee or so to investigate, and Senator Akpabio rescued himself. I don't know how true it is, but I read it somewhere like that. Right? And independence was ascertained. Okay, even this is what happened. That will bring back the confidence of especially women, aspiring women, who wants to be in the political or decision-making point tomorrow. If you try to silence the most vocal women who have today in the contemporary Nigeria, you have tried to blackmail her, you have done all sorts of, but it's not working. They tried to set her up, they went to and say, this thing is, she was set to come and destabilize Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration. All this we are fallacious. Because that is not her character. You know, she has not fallen in all of this. Everything, all things they are cooking to bring her down are not in her character. I've been in political limelight since 2007. 2007, I've worked with Senator Oyare, Senator Oize. Okay? These are politically inclined politicians in our place. Okay? Before you have Senator Dean or Senator Gembe, Senator Osheni, before, I can tell you, when it comes to legislative business, representative business, these are all my agenda. None of it can match Senator as no, their records are not the same in terms of representation. In the past, all Kogis, especially from the central, we are usually envious of the representation from the West. And see, the West have the sharpest brain, they look to have sharper brain, more vocal. But Senator Natasha has redefined the paradigm. It's a paradigm shift now.
All right. Okay. Well, we have lots of questions to ask you, but unfortunately, time is never enough. So thank you so much for stopping by. Alhaji Abdulaziz Mamman, spokesman of the Say No to Violence in Ebiraland Initiative, a respected public affairs commentator, and importantly, a son of Kogi Central.
God bless you. Thank you. Thank you. Please speak for your agenda.
Absolutely. Thank you
Thank you very much for being
here.
God bless you. God bless you.
And that is all we have for you on our discussion segment. We'll take a break now, and when we come back, we'll dive into our newspaper review. To stay.